my dear students. Today we are going to explore a very inspiring and powerful chapter, Operation Indian Ocean by Mihir Sen. This is not just a story about swimming, it is a story about a man who pushed his limits, challenged the impossible, and showed the world the courage of an Indian. Imagine the vast, endless ocean. Imagine strong waves, unpredictable weather, and miles of open water. And then imagine one single swimmer determined to cross it. That swimmer was Mihir Sen, and his journey became an unforgettable achievement in Indian history. Let's dive into the lesson and understand it. What made Mihir Sen a true national hero? First paragraph, Mihir Sen's dream. The story begins with Mihir Sen's dream. He wanted to show the world that Indians were capable of same great achievements as anyone else. India had just gained independence, and there were a sense of hope and self belief growing in the nation. Mihir Sen wanted to contribute to that spirit. His dream was not only personal, it was national. He wanted India to be respected globally. Second paragraph, the challenge of the Indian Ocean. Swimming in the Indian Ocean is extremely dangerous. The waters are rough, the currents are strong, and there are risks from sharks and unpredictable weather. Many experts said that swimming across it was impossible, but Mihir Sen believed that if he trained hard enough and stayed focused, he could complete what no one else from India had ever done before. Now let's move on to the third paragraph, preparation and hard work. Success does not come magically. Mihir's preparation was intense. He trained for long hours every single day. He practiced swimming long distances, controlled his breath, but his stamina and trained his mind to remain calm. He studied ocean currents, understood weather patterns, and prepared for every possible difficulty. This shows us that discipline and preparation are the foundation of great achievements. Now let's move to fourth paragraph, entering the ocean. Finally the day arrived. Early in the morning, when the sun was just rising, Mihir stepped into the Indian Ocean. The water was cold, the waves were constantly moving, and the journey was long. But he was not afraid. He began swimming with steady strokes, fully aware that this would test his limits. This moment marks the true beginning of his adventure. Now let's move on to the fifth paragraph, struggles and challenges. The more he swam, the more difficult it became. The waves grew stronger, the salt water stung his eyes, his muscles began to ache. At one point, the sea became dangerously rough. Sharks were seen nearby, and many people watching from the support boat were worried. But Mihir did not stop. Even though his body was exhausted, his determination kept him going. This paragraph teaches us that the biggest battles are fought in mind. Sixth paragraph, the support team. Mihir had a support boat following him, constantly watching to make sure he was safe. They monitored his energy levels, encouraged him when he slowed down, and stayed ready to help if any emergency occurred. This part reminds us that even great heroes need a team. Success is never achieved alone. There are people behind us who inspire, support, and guide us. Seventh paragraph, the final struggle. The last few kilometers were the toughest. Mihir felt extreme pain. His arms were heavy, his breathing was difficult, and his body wanted to give up. but the finish line was near. This is where true courage appears, not in the beginning, but in the final moments when everything seems impossible. Mihir pushed forward with all the strength he had left. Eighth paragraph, victory. Finally, he reached the shore. People watching burst into cheers. Mihir Sen had done it. He had successfully completed the swim across the Indian Ocean. He became the final Indian and the first Asian to achieve this milestone. Newspapers across the world celebrated him. India felt proud, and Mihir's achievement became a symbol of nation's potential. Students, now let's see what is the conclusion of this lesson. This chapter teaches us that no dream is too big if we are willing to work for it. Mihir Sen showed that courage, discipline, and a strong will can make the impossible possible. His story is not just about swimming, it is about believing in yourself and proving that determination can defeat fear. Students, now let's see what is the moral of the lesson. The moral is simple. Hard work, courage, and confidence can help you overcome any challenge. Never give up, even when the journey becomes difficult. Great achievements come to those who keep trying. Thank you for listening to this explanation, students. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, subscribe for more simple and helpful lessons. Keep learning, stay motivated, and always believe that you can achieve great things just like Mihir Sen did. See you in the next class. Until then, bye.